What's up, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's happening with SPY, Tesla, and the overall market. Just note that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out my Webull link. If you deposit any amount of money, you're guaranteed 12 of free stocks. If you deposit $500, you're guaranteed 20 in total. Deposit $2,000 or more, you're guaranteed 40. The offer ends in a couple of weeks. Anyways, let's talk about the market. So right now, the market is quite choppy, not really doing a whole lot. We got our JOLTS job openings reports. Everything was very close to expectations. Openings were a bit stronger than expected. And then quits were very close, a little bit above expectations as well. So not too bad though. This is like not too far away from what we were expecting overall. And then we have a couple of Fed speakers. That's pretty much it for the rest of the day. There's not really anything else that's coming out. But don't forget, guys, tomorrow is going to be Wednesday, and we have a lot of services data coming out, especially at 9:45 a.m. and 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then after that, we have the big guy Jerome Powell giving a speech at 1:45 p.m. So we have Jerome Powell giving a speech and quite a bit of data coming out for tomorrow. It's going to be pretty wild. But all the data comes out after market opens, so you don't have to worry about anything. Especially if you're like trying to hold overnight, you don't have to worry about some data coming out overnight that affects things as much. So, anyways, let's talk about the charts. So, as far as Tesla goes, we have this 350 area as the very, very important area of interest. Tesla's been shuffling around there. If we fail to hold it, there is going to be that risk of us coming down to fill that gap. And I think that there's a stronger possibility of that happening now because Tesla's showing a little bit of weakness. So just be very, very mindful of that. We might come down to fill that gap on Tesla if we can't hold above 350 on a 4 hour basis. So far, there is that risk of downside. For SPY, we have tough resistance at 603. We're just shuffling around there. But our supports, that's very, very key, is at 602.5. So we're just stuck right now. If you look at, for example, the 5 minutes time frame, you guys could see it's just a chop fest. We're going back and forth pretty much all day. We dipped up and down, up and down, up and down. So it's just stuck right now. I think we just shuffle around 603. That's the main area we're basically trading around. And I don't really see much else that's going on with this. It's just stuck for the time being. For ES, it's the same thing. Essentially, we're just stuck. If we end up breaking past 60,050, we're looking for 60,060 as our resistance. And if we fail and reject, we want to see us lose 60,048 to turn more bearish. Otherwise, we're just stuck. And by the way, for SPY, to be bullish, you want to get back above 604. And to be bearish, you want to see it lose 602 flats. Otherwise, we're just stuck in the middle. And that's all that SPY is doing, at least thus far. For others out there, we have Nvda. It's just very choppy, going back and forth around 138. As long as we hold 138, there is potential for 140 over the next couple of days. But otherwise, it's just range bound. So just keep that in mind. Bitcoin's also range bound around the 95,000 area, not really doing a whole lot. We have 96,000 as the main resistance, and our support's right over here around 94,800. I just think Bitcoin shuffles around the 95,000 area, not really doing much as well. We're all just waiting for Jerome Powell and all the data for tomorrow. For NQ, we're basically stuck as well, just trading sideways. 21,250 is our resistance, and we have support to watch for around 21,180 flats. It's just been going back and forth for the time being, not really doing much. I think we just continue to do that for now. We're just going to shuffle around 21,200. One thing worth mentioning about the QQQ is that the last time we hit 516, we did see this thing reject. This time we saw a small rejection, but I would say it's more like we're just consolidating, going back and forth and back and forth. And I think we're just going to continue to do that for the time being. So that's what I'm seeing, at least for now. We're going to likely continue to trade sideways around 515. The last time we had 516, we did see a rejection on the QQQ, so there's a possibility we get a bigger rejection over the next couple of days. Otherwise, we just remain range bound. And this is what I'm talking about when it comes to the rejection. So if you look at the chart on the QQQ, this could be forming a double top. But this depends on Jerome Powell's speech and the data for tomorrow, so we'll see about that. Apple came very close to my target of 242 as long as we were above 240. So it did a good job at holding up. But to look at that tough resistance at 242, our support to watch for it's going to be keys right over here. The main support is going to be around 240.75. Otherwise, we're just going to be range bound. For MSTR, just know this. We are just consolidating right over here. We have 380 as a very, very tough resistance, and then we're just kind of stuck here. I think we just consolidate, but we need to try to reclaim 380. Otherwise, there is going to be a risk of more downside in the future, so just keep that in mind. For Palantir, we got this breakout. We were talking about this bullish wedge that was forming. right over here. And we got the breakout from that. But now that we broke out, we're just consolidating at 70, not really doing much. So that's all I see for now, just consolidation. For the IWM Russell 2000, we lost 240. So there's going to be a risk of us getting closer to about 238 if we can't reclaim 240. So be careful with this. It's a little bit more risky. We'll see if we reclaim 240 or not. It's always a possibility, but we'll be watching for that just to be safe. Coin is completely range bound between the 310 area and basically 294. Just going back and forth right now. So it's completely stuck just like Bitcoin. Amazon dipped all the way down to about the 209 area before it got bought back up. So it's still bullish. As long as we're above 212, we have the potential to push up for about that 215 target. Meta looks more bullish as long as we do not lose 600. We could be on our way up to this high up here for that 609 target. So look at 605.5 as a resistance. If that breaks, we're looking for 609. Microsoft dipped to about 428 exactly as predicted, and then it bounced off that. I think it consolidates around 430 for now. As long as we close above that, we could be pushing for 432 again. And Google is just consolidating at 173. We called out 172.5 as our target if we had broken 171. Yes, it reached that, and now it's just consolidating. With that being said, there's not really much else that's going on with this market. It's very choppy. So just be patient. We're waiting for some more data tomorrow, not to mention Jerome Powell's speech, and we'll see how things go. So hopefully I'm back within a couple of hours to give you guys another update just to see how things are looking. Until then, I hope you guys have a great day, and peace out.